My name is NURUL binti ZULKANAIN. So today I will explain for the company background. Perpustakaan Negara Malaysia (PNM) was established in 1966 to provide national level public library services for all Malaysians. Chaired by Tan Sri Jamil Rais, it expanded services in Malaya Persekutuan between 1975 to 1977 and moved to Jalan Tun Razak in 1992. In 1990, it launched the online public access catalogue and shared resources with the Universiti of Ohio to promote Malaysian studies abroad. PNM offers a vast collection of local and international books, journals, newspapers, and digital materials across various subjects. Since 2011, its U-Library portal provides free online access to e-books, e-magazines, digital archives, and physical lending from 8 consortium libraries. PNM's vision is to be a world-class national library, and its mission is to enhance library services and preserve Malaysians' intellectual heritage to build a knowledge society. Next, I will explain for the problem statement. For the problem statement, the first is data redundancy. The customer who forget if they are already registered or lost their member cards after register again, creating duplicate records and unnecessary data storage. Second is data inconsistency. When the duplicate data is stored in different places, update like book returns may not be consistent across all records, leading to mismatch or outdated information. Third, we have insufficient data storage. Due to the large number of customer and book transactions, as well as suppliers' relationships, the library requires a massive amount of storage space to manage all the data. Lastly, we have weak security system. Poor security may allow unauthorized access to staff and customer data, risking data theft or misuse, especially sensitive information is shared with the suppliers.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is AYUNI binti HALIM with ID number B032432410341. Today, I'm going to present about objective of our library management system. So, the first objective is to control data redundancy. Database stores customer and staff info in one place, avoiding repeating registration and duplicate data. Secondly, ensure data consistency. Data is updated automatically and consistently across the system, preventing mismatched information. Thirdly, enough storage space. Database provides large storage, making it easy to handle many customers, books, and renewals without space issues. And last but not least, better security. This is because only authorized user can access, edit, or delete the data, which is protecting sensitive information from unauthorized access. Next, the scope of our library management system, which is target user. We have 3 target users, which are the customers, library members, employees, library staff, and suppliers. Who is customers? Customers is our library members that can borrow books, receive deliveries, and access their account info. Secondly, the employees. Who is the employees? The employees is our library staff that manage books, customer, and deliveries. Thirdly, suppliers. Who is suppliers? Suppliers is the one who provide book inventory to the library. Next scope of our library management system is module. First module, customer management module. Customer management module will handle customer registration, contact details, and borrowing history. Second module, book management module. It manages book details, availability, type, and relationships with authors and suppliers. Third module, employee management module. It stores employee information and manages assignments, such as deliveries and book records. Fourth module, supplier management module. Supplier management module tracks supplier details and the books they supply. Fifth module, delivery management module. It manages delivery details such as email or home delivery deal and delivery dates. Also, employee handling. And last but not least, author module. Author module stores information on authors and links them to the books they have written.
Hello, my name is Maiza, and now I will present the 4 data requirement. First, for the table book, which is there is a few attributes, and the attribute is book ID. The description is unique identifier for each book, and the data type is baca. Book name is the name of the book, and the data type also baca. Book price, the description is the price of the book, and the data type is decimal. The book quantity is the quantity of the book, and the data type is integer. Next is a book type, is a type of the book, and the data type is a baca. Employer ID, supplier ID, class ID is a foreign key for the table book, and it's also a unique identifier for each of the table, which is employee, supplier, and customer. And for the 3 orange key, the data type is a baca. Next, for the table employee, the attribute employee ID is a unique identifier for each employee. The data type is baca. Employee name is the name of the employee, and the data type also baca. Employee phone number for each employee, and the data type is also a baca. For the employee salary, It's the salary for each employee. It's the decimal data type. Employee department is the department of the employees, and the data type is bacha. Employee gender, the description is the gender of the employee, and the data type is also bacha. Next is the author book table. The author ID is the unit identifier for each author, and the data type is bacha. Book ID is a unit identifier for each book, is a data type bacha. Next, the author table. The author ID is the unit identifier for each author, and the data type is bacha. Next, author name, name of the author, and the data type is bacha. Author email, email of the author is data type of bacha. And the next one, author country is a country of the author, the data type is also a bacha. Next, for the table supplier, the attribute is supplier ID is a unit identifier for each supplier, the data type is bacha. Supplier name is the name of the supplier, the data type also bacha. Supplier phone is the phone number of the supplier, the data type also bacha. The next one is the supplier address, is the address of the suppliers, and the data type also a bacha. And for the supplier date supply, the date supply of the supplier, the data type is date. The next table is the customer. First, cus ID is the unit identifier for each customer, the data type is a bacha. Customer name is the name of the customer. Next, the customer phone is the phone number of the customer. The fourth one is customer is the mail of the customer, and the last one is cus address is the address of the customer. And all the data type for this customer table is a bacha. And for the last table is delivery table. It's employee ID. It's a unit identifier for each employee. The data type is bacha. Class ID is a unit identifier for each customer. The data type also bacha. And the delivery, which is the email or home address of the customer, is data type bacha. The delivery date is the date of delivery, and the data type is date.
There is 8 transaction requirement for our library management system. First is register a new customer, which allows librarians to add new customer by capturing their name, contact number, email, and address. Second is add a new book, which enables employees to insert new book records, including book title, type, price, quantity, and link to the responsible employee and supplier. Third, borrow a book, which records the borrowing activity when a customer borrows one or more books. This includes updating the book quantity and linking the customer with the book. Fourth is return a book, which updates the system to reflect a returned book and restoring the book quantity to the inventory. Fifth is record a delivery, which allows employees to enter delivery information, delivery method, and the delivery date. Sixth is update the book information, which enables the staff to modify book data such as stock quantity, price, or title as needed. Seventh is delete customer record, which allows the deletion of the customer data when a member is no longer active or requests to be removed. Eighth is generate reports, which retrieves specific data using SQL queries such as a list of books by type, delivery history by date, or customers by location.
Hello everyone, my name is Joyce from BITI course Session 2 Group 2. Today I will explain about our normalized ERD of library management system. First, there are 7 tables: author book table, author table, supplier table, food table, customer table, delivery table, and employee table. So there are 2 tables, author book table, delivery table, which are associated tables that connected 2 entities when a many-to-many relationship occurs. We have the dotted line connected from supplier table to book table with the label supply. The relationship between supplier and book is one-to-many, and customer table is connected to book table, and this represents the relationship between customer and book is one-to-many as well. The employee will manage the book and make delivery to customer. The dotted line is represent a weak relationship when a primary key becomes a foreign key when it's connect from an entity to another entity. Vice versa, we use a solid line to show it is a strong relationship. This is our business rule for library management system. We have 4 rules. First is supplier and book. A supplier can supply many books. Each book can be supplied by only one supplier. The relationship is one-to-many. Next, we have customer and book. A customer can borrow many books. Each book can be borrowed by only one customer. The relationship is one-to-many also. And for the third one is employee and book. An employee has managed many books. Each book has been managed by only one employee. The relationship between employee and book is one-to-many. For the last one, the relationship between employee and customer is many-to-many. An employee has delivered for many customers. Each customer has been delivered by many employees.
Chapter 3, SQL. First, we will need to do the data definition language, DDL, which we will create tables for each of our data group that we will use in our library management system. This is our SQL for create table customer and create table supplier. This is the SQL for create table employee and create table book. This is the SQL for create table delivery. This is the SQL for create table author and create table author book.
Now I will present for the data manipulation language, DML, for the insert data. This is the SQL insert data for the table customer. This is the insert data SQL for the table employee. This is insert data SQL for the table supplier. This is insert data SQL for the table delivery. This is insert data for the table book. This is insert data for the table author. The next one, this is insert data for the table of the book. And for the data manipulation language, update data. First, for the table employee, we update salary the employee ID, which is E3P10 by 5% for the employee table. And the SQL is update employee set employee underscore salary equal to employee underscore salary multiplied with 1.05, where employee ID equal to E3P10. And for the second question, for the update data, for the table book, we change the stock quantity of a book. Update the book set book underscore quantity equal to book underscore quantity plus 10, where book ID equal to ABS07. And for the next one is a delete data. First, the question is the table author and the author book. We want to delete author from record from India. The answer is, the SQL answer is delete from author underscore book, where author equal to ID in select author ID from the author, where author country equal to India. And the last one is we want to delete from author, where author underscore country equal to India.
This is data manipulation language DSL. We call it as DSL. And we have provide 3 examples for selection. First is related to table book. Select all book with a category section. The SQL segment will be select all from book where book type equal to fiction. So that means we will have a book type which is include the word fiction. Next, we have example 2, select book price between 30 and 50 ringgit. So our SQL segment is select all from book table where book price is between 30 and 50. So as we can prove that, and the book price between here is 30 and 40, which is the range between 30 and 50. Example 3 is table customer, select all customer from following book. The SQL segment is select all from customer where customer address like following book. So we have only 2 customers from following book. Here is projection, table supplier, show all detail of the supplier, select all from supplier, that's it. So next, example 2, for table employee. Show employee ID, employee name, employee phone of employees, of table of employees. So the SQL statement will be select employee ID, employee name, employee phone from employee table. So for the example 3, table delivery. Display only employee ID and delivery date for all delivery. So the same, select those stated and from the delivery table. So here I provide 4 examples for selection and projection, which is the combination of both. So for the first question, it lists the name, employee ID, and contact number of employees who work in either the service or delivery department. So select employee name, employee ID, contact number, which is phone, employee phone, and employee department. From employee table, where employee department, the attribute name equal to service, or employee department equal to delivery. So this is the result. Okay, for the next example, find the name of female employees that receive a salary than 5,000 ringgit Malaysia. And she is either in department service or section or delivery. The SQL segment is select all from employee table, where employee salary more than 5,000 and employee gender equal to M, which means female, and employee department in service, section, delivery. So we have only 3 results here related. Example 3, show the supplier ID, book title. Let's start with the word A and book quantity less than 50. The SQL segment is select supplier ID, book name, book quantity from book table, where book name like A and book quantity less than 50. Let's check the book name start with A. Okay, a stone of all, a babysitter, always start with A. Then the book quantity is less than 50. So this is related to table, supplier, and books. The question is, list the book title, price, supply date, and supplier name for book price above 70 ringgit Malaysia and supplied before 12 January 2019. So the SQL statement will be select supplier ID, supplier name, supplier phone, supplier date supply from supplier, where supplier date supply is, before the formula we use to date and bracket the date and the format. DD is day, month, and year. This is the result. That is the end of my presentation. So I will pass to the next member to explain their part.
For aggregation and grouping, I did 4 relational algebras and SQLs. First is for each employee from December 2019 until December 2021 and completed more than 1 book delivery, display the employee ID and the total number of book deliveries that is completed by the employee. So first we select employee ID as employee ID, count delivery as number of delivery. From delivery table, where delivery date is more than 1st December 2019 and delivery date less than 31st December 2021. which will be grouped by employee ID and having count delivery more than one, which will indicate the more than one book delivery completed by the employees. Number 2, display the total number of employees and the average monthly salary for each department. We will select employee department as department, count employee ID as number of employee, and average employee salary as average salary from the employee table, which will be grouped by the employee department. Number 3, we will display the total number of books available in the library for each book type. This will show the library inventory by book type. First, we will select book type as book type, sum book quantity as total book. We can use sum instead of count because the column is a numerical value. From book table, which will be grouped by book type. Number 4, display the most recent date when book supply is received from supplier. Select max supply date supply as supply receipt date from supplier. The max sub date supply will retrieve the most recent date.
Okay, next, inner join and outer join. What is inner join? Inner join is the function that will return only the rows where there is a match in both tables. If there is no match, that rows get excluded from the final result. So for example 1 of inner join, the goal is to list all authors from Malaysia along with the books they have written. The inner joins will connect the table author, which is outer book, and book. Second example, the goal is to get all delivery records between 1st January of 2020 and 31st December of 2021 along with customer ID. The inner join there is between the delivery and customer table, which is on shared with the customer IDs. Next, for inner join of example 3 and 4. For example 3, the goal is to show the name of the employees and the IDs of customers that they help. The join will combine employee and delivery table on shared of employee ID. For example 4, the goal is to display the name of the book and the ID of the author. The join will combine book with author book on book ID. Next is the outer join. What is outer join? Outer join, it will keep unmatched rows too. It will fill in the missing side with none. So for the example given, the goal is to show every employee and show the delivery info only if it exists. If no delivery is assigned, the delivery value will be none. What is the function of outer join for this example? It will help detect unassigned employees in operational tracking. So it will join the employee left table with the delivery right table by matching their employee ID.
Okay, first I will explain for the step operation example. We have 2 examples here. First, for the first question, find the customer ID of customer who received only mail delivery but not sent at home. Okay, so for this example operation, we just need this query to find the customer who only received mail delivery, and we need to use accept operator to subtract customer who have sent at home delivery. For the me, we need to use the minus operator. Second example is retrieve the names of all books that are either supplied by supplier this S02 or have a price greater than 100. So for this example operation, we use the union combines. We use the union to combine the result from both conditions, and this will automatically remove the duplicate data. So next, this is for the nested queries SQL. For example 1, retrieve the name, price, and the quantity of the book that has the highest price. For this, the sub-query finds the maximum price first, and then the outer query retrieves all the details for books that match with the price. For the second example, find the name and price of the book that has the lowest quantity in stock. This means that the sub-query wants to find the minimum quantity value, and for the outer query, will return book details matching the quantity